Okay, so we got the new Hyper Talk, and I'm pretty interested to see how it goes. I haven't really looked at this at all. This is my first impression. Literally, I just opened it up. I don't have any time. You can see the bar hasn't even loaded yet. So I have no idea what to expect. So I'm hoping for good things. Now, what am I actually wanting out of this? Well, one, I'm looking forward to new content, new characters, hopefully some answers about Revelation, and specifically Rengoku getting nerfed, stuff like that. I think in general, like I would prefer PvE was easy for people, except for the anti-sync, the Ember track, Ethernet rally. Like even if they made those harder, I'd be totally fine with that. If they made the other PvE easier, because I think just in general, it's bad for players to not be able to have access to that. So those are the main things I'm looking forward to. Let's hope to see if any of those are answered. And I know if I'm saying like exactly what's in there, I'm literally not lying when I say I've not watched this at all. So let's just jump right into it, shall we? It's a little bit loud, so I'll just go right into it.
Or the latest news from... Hey there, I'm Marcus, joining you once again to explore the latest news.
So we got Marcus
from Etheria
and then Chris. Yeah.
Hey guys, it's me, Chris, again, here for the third episode of Hyper Talk. Can you believe it's already been a month since Etheria launched? Marcus, want to
I'm gonna turn it down.
Incredible milestones we've hit?
Absolutely. We've officially crossed 1.5 million.
1 million downloads. Let's go.
Our Discord community has grown over 100,000 members.
Yeah, the Discord is crazy.
And the YouTube content from both players and creators has been amazing. We want to thank
I
you
know.
for the incredible
I know. You're welcome.
And honestly, these achievements are all because of you guys. Etheria shines because of your support. Speaking of appreciation, we've got some in-game goodies for you guys. Use the code Etheria30
30 days.
in-game rewards.
Etheria 30D.
Alright, let's jump into today's questions. First up, how often will Blessings Galore events last?
Oh,
Will there be daily attempt limit?
this is big.
So we launched one of these events about 2 weeks ago, and we loved seeing everyone's enthusiasm. Your feedback has been invaluable to us. Going forward, we'll announce these events 5 days in advance.
5 days.
On official platforms and in-game notifications. And the good news is that there's no attempt limit. So make sure to look out for these notifications and manage your stability wisely until then.
Next question.
Okay, wait. Before we go into this, this is going to talk about Revelation. So, okay. But Galore events were not one time. This is one thing that we weren't sure of. So from now on, you should save your stability pots. That's my recommendation to everyone. No matter where you are in the game, save your stability pots. Actually, no, that's a lie. If you are not at least unlocked at hell, like unlocked, even if you can't clear it, you should still pop your stability pots, because you want to get to the point where you're strong enough that all those stability pots that you're stacking up are at least going to be mythic quality or higher, even if they're 2 matrix sets. But you definitely want to at least try to get as far as you can, preferably hell 3, before you start like saving up pots, because you're just not going to be strong enough to get value out of it, and you're going to end up using it all on GP outposts and XP, which is great, but it doesn't matter if you don't have the gear for the characters. So that's my recommendation. But for pretty much all the people that are watching my content for the most part, unless you're brand new, yeah, you're probably at that point. Like for me, I'm level 100, so from now on, I'm not touching stability pots. I popped the last of what I had, which was quite a bit. It was 14. Kind of sucks that they always like to wait 1 day too late for this to be out there. But yeah, so start saving them right now, including the one from this week's Fearless Arena, which I did. Yes, let's go.
Errors with the Revelation
Okay.
shells. And is it normal that they let Freya deal explode?
That's true.
We did have some incorrect buff descriptions that have been fixed in recent updates, but as for Freya's design, this is in line with the game.
It's in line?
And crit, and then pair her with Revelation to
Nah.
Sure, it looks pretty powerful, but there are matrices in the game that can work with counter strategy. We'd love to see players work together to come up with these strategies.
Everyone's...
So there you go, guys. Revelation is working as intended, and they're okay with it. Holy moly. Okay, we're going to Shadow Flame Hoyan. That is a game changer.
I'm also curious about balance updates.
Let's see if they mention that.
Regular schedule updates for these, and since D-Ting is incredibly strong right now, is he going to get nerfed?
Balance is crucial for our game, so
I'm gonna be honest, if they nerfed Ting, I would be so surprised, because he is terrible outside of specifically PvE. There's no point to be nerfing PvE stuff. Balance changes should be exclusively PvP. Who cares if there's something broken in PvE? Let it be broken in PvE. It benefits no one to, well, it benefits only the players, and there's no one complaining if something's OP for PvE at all. Like, the only reason people are complaining about Shadow Sonya, Lily, and stuff is because it feels like they need these characters to play the game. Nerfing them just means that there's no characters that are needed to play the game at all. Everything just sucks. right? So let there be broken things. Just introduce more stuff to give more options to the players rather than trying to make the content harder. So I hope that they're not going to mention anything about deting. I'm very scared here.
Don't make these changes lightly. Previously, we've only fixed bugs so far that impacted the game progression.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Handle balance in between RTA seasons. So as for deting, I can guarantee he'll stay powerful the entire season. He's not getting nerfed.
The entire
He's never been
season.
nerfed since launch and won't be touched throughout this whole season.
Another question.
Yeah, but what about after? Because there's literally, I mean, deting is only good for progression. Nothing like that's it. And actually, he's the only reason why you were able to progress. I guarantee you that there's like people would be spending an extra 3 weeks if deting did not exist. So there's that. Anyway, let's talk about this. Can equipment be saved separately? How is equipment saved during United Front? Let's talk about this.
In Etheria and United Front, does the game save whatever equipment you have on for these formations or not?
That's a great question. For Etheria, equipment updates in real time based on what you have on the characters currently. You'll need to manage these resources carefully to make sure that your defensive teams are running defensive gear and etc. Early on, you might find yourself constantly borrowing modules between characters and shifting around, but as you progress, this will get a little bit easier and you'll have a greater equipment collection. United Front would...
If you had Etheria going to actually, raise that collection.
It's a little bit differently though. It only saves the equipment from your last deployed formation. Any changes made afterward won't affect this formation. If you need to update your equipment during the layout period, make sure to re-enter your formation and confirm the layout before the phase ends.
Question about you.
So why don't we just do that for Arena? That's what everyone wants. No one has arguments about it besides the developers. So why don't we just do it? Because it would just make the game better.
What happens when a union president goes inactive, but all the other members are still active?
And this is actually a fair question. It's not too important to us.
Union leadership works. After creating a union, the president can't be changed for the first week. After that, they can voluntarily transfer leadership to other members. If a president stays offline for more than 30 days and there's a vice president that has been active within the last 24 hours, they can start an impeachment against the president.
Impeachment, that's great.
Leadership will then go to the most active VP with the highest contribution score.
About banner schedules. Holden and Hoyan's banner has been updated pretty quickly, but Yelly took 2 weeks. What's the plan going forward?
Good question.
So in Etheria's early days, we didn't have as much animus for diverse strategies. So in this phase, we kept banners coming a little bit more frequently. Now
That's
that we've
fair.
built up the roster, we're stabilizing at 1 new banner every 3 weeks.
I think this is good because 3 weeks, most people are like used to it. They're going to line this up with their other gacha games that are out there. This has become the industry standard. I like this. I think this is good. Now, I still think that they should probably do 2 RGBs each time because they do give out RGB pools like cotton candy. And if they're going to maintain that, I think that's just good. It just makes people feel like the game is entry level friendly, which is pretty nice, at least on the RGB side. They make plenty of money off LDs because they're really good, and it's $200 for the first copy, $300 for everything after. So if they do like double RGB banner for the first 2 weeks for probably the next like 2 RGB banners, that should give them enough like room to introduce characters to help fix problems that we have. Which if they do that, then okay, sure, there's things that come out that help deal with Rev, deal with Rengotsuku, stuff like that, then okay, I'm open to you answering through developer ways, which is introducing new options because you do give us the resources. And as long as you maintain giving us that amount of resources and it doesn't fall off too hard, then I think it'll be fine for the players. So, yeah, I mean, that's just my opinion on it. We'll see. Let's see what else they have to say.
Update brings more than just new banners, so expect new events and gameplay as well.
Okay, so new events. It'll be nice to see that.
Can you tease any upcoming animus?
Oh.
I was hoping you'd ask. I came prepared today. But before we dive into the details, let's take a quick look at this beautiful animated showcase. Let's watch it together.
Animated showcase. New character! Fuki! Let's go! 2 characters! 2! Oh, it's Shiara. Okay. Oh, nice!
あなた、今の自分の境遇を分かってる？ええ、ご心配には及びません。
She looks great.
私にも考えがあります。
Oh, yes, the eyes!
あなた方だけでですか？カマキリセミを伺い、紅弱後にあり。
Damn, she looks so fucking hot. This design is just so good.
私の運命は私が決める。あなたにはその貪欲と傲慢の代償を払ってもらいます。
Fuki, Hollow, Elusive Grace. Oh my goodness. Let's go. And she's from Doki TV. Let's go. Oh my god, she looks so good. So beautiful. There's more? There's more? It really is 2 characters. It's a dude? So it is gonna probably be double.
Who's this elegant fighter? Even her combat style is so graceful and composed.
Meet Fucho, one of Doki Entertainment's executives.
She has a shield? She has a single damage. She has a shield. Okay, let's take a look.
She's a tactical hub focused on turn meter manipulation.
Turn meter manipulation. Oh, another opener? Oh, that's scary. I'm hoping that this is the same. Alright, let's actually assume that the stats are right this time. 119 speed is actually quite slow. Most openers don't go below 120. So this is very, very slow, which is scary considering she is a opener. And I don't see any like passives or anything, so that's interesting. They have her on pure. Oh, so she actually supposed to be support?
Skill 1.
Okay, skill 1, I'm going to actually mute this here because I don't really care too much about their announcement. I want to make my opinion on it. So what I see here, she has this thing, which is she deals 200 damage. We don't really care about this to a single enemy and increases 2 random allies' turn meter by 10%. She has a passive on her S1 called Brocade. Each time an enemy ends their turn, if she does not have Moonlight Veil, increase her turn meter by 8%. If she has Moonlight Veil, reduce her turn meter by 100%. What? Wait. So... Wait, she cuts? No. I literally just talked about this today. Oh my god, wait, that's crazy. Okay, Moonlight Veil is all allies trigger Moonlight Veil at the end of their turn, and after being attacked, increase their 12% turn meter and healing 8% max HP. Wait, so all allies trigger Moonlight Veil at the end of their turn and after they're being attacked. This will increase their turn meter by 12% and healing 8% of their max HP. It can only trigger once per turn. And when she triggers it, her turn meter will not be increased. Oh, okay. Wait, this is actually so interesting. This is like Veronica, but you don't have to touch her. I love this. This is crazy. So she does not have Moonlit Veil. She'll go up by 8%, so then she'll take her turn that way. And if you hit, then it'll trigger Moonlight Veil, and this will push you up and also heal you. And what is there? Increases the effect of the turn meter by 10% to... Okay, so you only have to... Wait, to plus 10? Turn meter increase and decrease. Okay, so you definitely want to max this from what it looks like. That's crazy. Okay, wait. Let's actually see this in action real quick. This looks so good. If she has it, it delays her own turn meter. Okay. She doesn't gain the action progress. Okay. So this is her S2. This is most likely going to be the worst one, but it is pretty much... Okay, so she deals 3 hits of damage, equal to 10% of her max HP. Okay, and each hit triggers Moonlit Veil one time for the ally with the lowest HP percentage. Oh, okay, so you trigger it again. But because it's during that turn, they'll automatically get it again. Oh, okay. Probably can't afford to max this. It is a 3-turn cooldown, which is really, really short. Yeah, that is a big boost. It is a big boost. 12% is a lot. All right, this is the S3. So what this does is it applies a 2-turn shield equal to 24% of her max HP, and applies a 2-turn Moonlight Veil to herself, and applies 2-turn speed up to other allies. Okay. Wow, this is really funny. So pretty much, she punishes you for hitting her, but if you don't hit her, then everyone else is going to take advantage of the Moonlight Veil and constantly cycle it, which then is going to make everything go out of whack for you. This is really interesting. And that's pretty crazy. All right, so overall, what's my opinion on her? My first impression of her is, this is crazy. This is a second Veronica. It's a different way of doing Veronica, but it's a second Veronica, which is just absolutely crazy. I'm actually super, super hyped for this character. As far as I'm aware, like, this is a must pull for PvP.
Fucho's skills and fighting styles are so refined. In that anime,
Well, that hyped me up.
There was another new animus at the very end. Can you tell us a little bit about him?
Absolutely. So the other new animus you saw is Nahor.
Nahor.
The executive justices at EO.
He's odd. He's blue. Okay. He has a debuff. He has a dispel. And a single name. Okay.
He treats everyone with fairness, no favoritism, no prejudice, and ready to work together with everyone to fight. Let's check out his intro PV.
We're getting 2? Oh, sorry. I have to mute this because otherwise they're going to do it. Okay. We don't really care about him. He's a dude. So he better either be broken or he's bad. So that's pretty much how we see it, right? All right, cool. So he has 122 speed. Okay, this is like the speed that you want him to be at. I see crit rate in there. Why do I see crit rate? That's weird. Okay. Let's just show. Oh, they have him built like. Okay, let's take a look at his skills. So, skill 1, nothing special, just an attack down, defense buff. We don't really care about it. Skill 2, this one is a dispel. Which is pretty much does damage, has a 70% chance to dispel all buffs, and inflict a 2-turn block. Wow, another blocker. This is actually pretty nice, because this means that he can be used in like Aurora as well. But the issue is he probably doesn't use his skill 2. Let me just see in case they mention it, if it uses it on auto. Because 70%, remember guys, how it works here before we get into this ultimate, how 70% works is that pretty much after 50%, you can pretty much guarantee the activation chance. So it just comes down to the enemy's resist if you have enough accuracy to cancel it out. And then also get, in this case, you would need 30 extra effect accuracy on top of whatever you have as effect resist. And then also the 10% chance. So that's really good there. Now he has this thing, so he has a 70% chance to inflict defense down, 50% chance to inflict freeze. So again, something that we talked about. So this could be a 100% chance to freeze. What it does is it AoE defense down, freeze as well. Wow, okay. This is Kloss and Kazuya together on an S3. This is going to make speedrun Doki so easy. Wow. Okay. Okay. So this guy, and he's 122 speed. So he is another control opener that is also really good in PvE because he is going to. So right now, one of the Doki compositions that people will run is they'll run Remolcha as their like AoE, and then they'll have like what is it? They'll have Kazuya. They'll have what's her name? Kloss. And like, it's just so much. But now, if you can make this guy, right? If you already have the gear to open up without any like openers, like you can just naturally get to the 289 speed that you need for your Kazuya, then you can instead just run this guy. And you don't even have to max. Well, you'll probably have to skill up his S1 because that's where the speed is, unless they decide to put the speed on his S3, which would be nice. But you'll probably have to do that, which it's fine because he doubles up into PvP. So now you can just put him on Codex, run this, and then if you have a fast enough, like if you have the Swift Smite Swift Rush Codex, and you can get to it. You don't even need that much. Actually, let's just do the math right here real quick. So if you guys don't know, I'll just quickly show you how you can do this math, right? So we need 50%, accuracy on top of what is the base chance, which is, where is it? They have 120, but the middle guy in the second row has 160. So you need 210 effect accuracy, and then I'm pretty sure they have like a little bit of like built-in effect resist. So you need 240 accuracy really to get this guy to be where he needs to be, and then he needs 289 speed. So let's just go back to his stats there. Let's see if he had any he had some accuracy built in, but they had him on where is it? They had him on this, and I assume, yeah, he had Swift Smite as well. So this is 55. So what is it? Actually, they don't have much accuracy at all. It's a little, okay. I mean, it should be easy to get if you have like a Swift Rush, Time Weave, Swift Smite, but even if you don't have the Time Weave, if you just have the Swift Rush, Swift Smite, you should be able to get it, because then you only need 220 effect accuracy, which means that you just need to have like triple right side, which is like possible. It's tough, but it's definitely possible. So I mean, late game, he's going to make your Doki speedruns so much easier, and he's a great PvP character from what it looks like already. So this is pretty crazy. I think this is a great introduction, because a lot of people were having issues with that. Also, they show it here. He's good in Shadow Flame Hoyan because he freezes. So that's a pretty interesting thing. So if you have enough DPS, you could just run him in this area and freeze these guys twice. Now, what was the skill cooldown on this? It is 4 turns. Okay. 4 turns on max. So unfortunately, you can't like fully cycle this instead, but you could get advantage of this. I think this is really good. I think this character is really good for like general players. For me, I'm probably not going to really have the ability to build him, because I would rather just use Marvel as my other CC opener, at least early on, because this guy is weak to like Alicorn, for example. So that's something to keep in mind. If we start seeing characters like Mio and Kraken and this guy, right? Like he's just an upgraded Kraken, is the way that I see it. This will be really good. So this character's insane, actually. So let's just finish off taking a look here at everything that they have to say. So let's just do that. Now he won't be used in an extended PvP, I'll tell you that. He will definitely be used in short matches.
Also, remember at the end of the last
July 10th. That's 4 days away. Now, good thing is, I'm pretty sure I have where is it? Let's take a look. I'm pretty sure I have 160. So I have enough to get both of these characters guaranteed, which is amazing.
talk when we tease some new gameplay. Chris, do you have any more updates on this?
New gameplay modes.
So since Etheria's official launch, we've added tons of new content as seen through Guild vs Guild with United Front, boss challenges such as Cage Rumble, and various event modes. Today, I'm excited to introduce a brand new PvE.
New PvE!
Dreamscape.
Dreamscape.
Hyperlinkers can use Dream.
I see a stability pot. Boys, we are in. Sorry, and girls. We are in.
Keys to challenge mazes scattered throughout the Dreamscape.
It's Labyrinth. It's Labyrinth. It's, what is this? This is Labyrinth. This is Memory of, sorry, not Memory of Chaos. This is that one from Honkai Star Rail. This is great. I love these game modes. I think these are, I have guildmates that are going to go ballistic for this.
Mazes contain portals leading to different areas, which each
Yes.
will have unique gameplay waiting to be discovered. You'll need to explore carefully and make strategic decisions as you go. In the mazes, you'll
This
also
looks great.
encounter a massive boss known as the Dreamweaver. It has 3 different
Doki
elemental
Doki
moves. You
turn
can switch
Smurf.
between them daily for a different type of challenge. The more damage you deal, the better your rewards.
Nice.
Finally, Chris.
Wait, did they say it was daily?
The more damage you deal, the better your rewards.
They didn't say it.
Any updates on the official Etheria Esports event?
Yeah, let's talk about esports here.
Absolutely. Starting late July, we're launching the first ever exclusive EWS tournament. We'll have amazing rewards, exciting guests, legendary players, and the top 8 competitors all participating together.
So this is nothing new. This is just them shilling out the top 8 of the EWS, which are going to have people like my guildmates Depor and Kecker in it, as well as some really good players like Shiny is in it. There's also, I think it's Jaeong, who's in Global, who's a Rev abuser, so let's just see how well he does. So there's a lot of players like that that are going to be there. We're going to see probably the best. And hey, it's going to be important to look at now because we expect, at least for the rest of the season, they are definitely not planning to touch Rev at this stage. So you should just be abusing it. Unless you're scared of it getting nerfed, then you can probably try to build to counter it. But I think they're going in the right direction of at least countering it, because one thing that I want to mention here, because I think this is the end of the video where there's not really much else to say. Actually, you know what? We'll see the rest of the video first.
That, players can earn exclusive tournament cosmetics like avatar frames, nameplates, card borders, and more. Don't miss out.
So EWS has way more than just competitions. There's so much more content. Everyone make sure not to miss out. Well, that wraps up this episode of Hyper Talk. Don't forget to use code Etheria30D for in-game rewards. That's all for today. See you next time.
Looking forward to seeing everyone.
Okay, so that's it. Let's quickly go over it. So what I wanted to say is, like, one reason why Rev is maybe not going to be too much of an issue here is because, one, we get this guy here who's going to be another opener. And as you get more openers that can be built on purely speed, one of the only few weaknesses that exists for Revelation spam is actually more openers, which is pretty funny, right? Because Revelation users cannot use anything besides, they have to use 4 pieces of Swift Rush at 3 and a Swift Raid. That's the only way to max out their speed. What this means is that they would need really crazy gear to get past what is most like the average of no more than 320. So if you are on Swift Smite, Swift Rush, 310 is like achievable with just 6 speeders. So you just need a couple that have 3 rolls into speed on a few characters, and that's easier said than done, but with more time, that is definitely a much more doable. And what that means is you're more likely to be able to build multiple characters with like 325, 330 speed openers than a player even spamming and investing heavily into Rev to be able to get like 300 and 20 speed, right? They're only going to have so many of those. The rest are going to be around the 300 range, 300 to 310 range at the top end, even if they're vertically investing into it. So in that case, what happens is you're going to be able to counter it with this guy. And then there's also the new chick who's going to come in. And if you combine her, which is, where is it? Let's take a look at her. Boom, boom, boom. So if we combine her with the Moonlight Veil, this is going to cut off, it's going to heal. And if you combine this with like Lighthouse, Bloodbath, turn 2 players have an answer. So now, if you're a turn 1 player, you have an answer with the new guy, the new blue guy. If you're a turn 2, you have an answer with Fuki. So, or Fuki. I'm not too sure how to pronounce her. So the point is, you have 2 answers for either side of the players to that added on to the list. And if they add 1 more, well, it's going to be really hard for them to deal with it. And if you're a player who's a standard player, you can build both of them. And all of a sudden, you're eating, boys. So, and girls, sorry. Diversity here. So overall, I think that these 2 characters are genius from XD. Like this is what we were needing. So good job. And it's making other content easier indirectly. Now, do I think this is going to make Rengoku easier? No, I don't think this is going to solve Rengoku's problem right now. But is this a step in the right direction? Absolutely. And at the end of the day, I believe that you should give XD shit where they deserve to be given shit. And I also believe that you should be giving them praise where they deserve to be praised. And here, I would say, good job, XD. I think everything in here, for the most part, besides like, the Rev thing, I think most people would just be happy if you nerfed it and then buffed it, if Bloodbath and stuff became too good later on in the season. But I think overall, the new character looks great. Both of them look great because this guy's going to make your Doki runs. It's going to be much easier to enter once you have the Kazuya set online, you have this guy now. So there's that. He's like the good premium option. And I think that they're going in the right direction. This game mode, I know a lot of people say, oh, there's too many game modes, but at the same time, more rewards for doing something, it's fine. And at the end of the day, I always believe that when you sign up for Etheria Restart, you are signing up for a main game. And if you're not signing up for a game to main, then Etheria was not meant for you, and that's okay. So that's it. That's my opinion. Good job, XD. I think this is a step in the right direction. Is it perfect? No. But is it good? Absolutely. So applaud to you. Thanks so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about these updates and changes and everything. See ya.